Out in his last at bat.
Catcher, Manny Pena.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Here's the 1-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping into the box, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Count still at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Sanchez takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Now batting, first baseman.
At the plate, Neil Walker. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Miguel Andujar stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up one run in this inning.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. The 1-2 is taken below the zone for a ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Yelich going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Now to the plate, number 25. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. First offering on its way. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Walker stands at first with one out. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and two strikes. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. Two gone. Now to the plate, the pitcher, CC Sabathia. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Jesus Aguilar is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Liner towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In is Christian Yelich. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to left. Stanton has a read on it. 1 out. So striding in, Ryan Braun, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. After it is Gardner. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Travis Shaw to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. No balls and a strike to count. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Into right field. That's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark, and the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero, after being down by 1. Big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially where the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Manny Pena is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Hey, guys, that's a great job of hitting right there. Pitcher executes his pitch.
Jonathan Beyond.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Shreve, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Jacob Barnes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Jet Bandy will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. To first. Braun is up with it. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's big Aaron Judge. Now here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And there's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike two swinging. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. Missed with a slider.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1. Striding in once again, Orlando Arcia, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Orlando Arcia.
Here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Walker will put this one away for route number 1. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Heading after it is Judge. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. The Brewers forced to settle.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Here's a high pop-up, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher, Hader, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Neil Walker, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3. So the Yanks go 1. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Braun. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Travis Shaw. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Yeah, that pitch is the equalizer. Left on left slider, down and away. He can spot it up when he needs to. That pitch is almost unhittable.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Domingo Santana, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses 2-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still out in front. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Matt Alberts comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Digging in once again, Miguel Andujar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 25. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. VR scoops it up on the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Freed.
Tyler Austin will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low.
And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Milwaukee Brewers wrote an important